Hello friends, welcome back to our channel. So in our previous session we have seen an example for CLR1 parser. So which is a category of bottom-up parsing, and we have seen one example how can we construct the parse tree using the CLR1 parser. Now we'll go with the one more example, so where the parse tree can be constructed using the CLR1 parser. Okay, so some sort of complex productions, we'll take five productions and we'll take an example, right? See, uh, as we discussed in our previous session, the CLR1 parser is a category of bottom-up parsing technique where C stands for the canonical list items, where we have to construct in our second step, and L stands for the input string will be parsed from left to right, and R stands for we are going to use a rightmost derivation while constructing the parse tree. And here the one inside the brackets indicates the look ahead symbols, right? So now we'll see the steps to construct the parse tree once again, and then we'll directly move on with the example. So coming to the step one, we have to create the augmented grammar. So we have to insert a dot before the first terminal or non-terminal on the right hand side of every production, and then we have to create one more new production which points towards the starting symbol. So for that we are creating the augmented grammar. Like that we are creating the augmented grammar, and then the step 2 we are going to calculate the LR1 items. So these LR1 items are nothing but LR0 plus look ahead symbols. We know that LR0, how to find out the LR0. So for every step we have to move that dot towards the right hand side until it reaches to the end of the right hand side of the production. And the third step, we have to give a numbering of productions for the original productions. So other than the augmented grammar, we need to give some numbering starting from 1. So with the help of these LR1 items and the number of productions, we are going to construct a parsing table in the step 4. So once the parsing table has been constructed, then we have to parse some input string. We have to consider some input string, and we are going to parse that input string. We have to check whether that input string can be parsed for that given grammar. And if it is successful, then the last step is we have to construct the parse tree, that is up to bottom-up approach, the bottom-up parsing technique. Right? So like this we have to calculate, or we have to follow all these steps for construction of parse tree. Now we'll take an example. See, this is the example I have taken. So this is a grammar I have taken here. So S tends to L is equal to R, S tends to R, and L tends to star or L tends to ID, and R tends to L. And here I am going to take the input string as, so we have to check whether this input string is parsed or not. I'll take it as ID is equal to ID. And here the terminals are, what are the terminals? Star is equal to and ID. Star is equal to and ID. And coming to the non-terminals, so S, L and R. S, L and R. Now we'll start. So the reason why I am using this screen recording means, so our whiteboard is very small. So in order to calculate this LR1 items, so the board may not be sufficient. So I'm using the Excel. So definitely that will give you a better understanding of all the steps. Okay, right. So let me start this one within in an Excel. Yes. So first let me copy this original productions. So these are the original productions, and yes, I'll maximize with a 24 so that you can understand. Okay, so yes, yeah, this is a context free grammar. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to calculate the augmented grammar, right? So let's check it. So what we have to do, we have to take one more production, which is s dash tends to starting symbol, and the is a common remaining is a common. So I'll leave one. Yes, so what better understanding, I'm doing all these things. So yes, this is the augmented grammar. Okay, now we have to calculate the canonical items, starting with a, so we have to change that one. So we have to place the dot symbol for on the right hand side productions. So I'll go with the s dash tends to dot s. Okay, dot s. And similarly, s tends to dot l is equal to r, and s tends to dot r, and l tends to dot star r, and l tends to dot id, small, right? And r tends to dot l, right? Yes. Now we have to find out the look ahead symbol. We have to find out the look ahead for everything. So as this is the starting symbol, the look ahead symbol is a dollar. Okay, dollar. Now we have to calculate the look ahead symbol for this second production. S tends to dot L is equal to R. So for that we have to find out the first of this one, first of this part, because for S we are finding out. So for this part we have to find out the look aheads first of this one. So obviously the first of this one will be first of dollar itself. So here the look ahead symbol will also be dollar. And coming to here, so this is also production, yes. So obviously it will be a dollar. And coming to the R, again you have to calculate after R. So that means only a dollar. So here also it will be, just wait, yes. Yes. So for this L production, we have to find out the productions first of this part. That means after L. Okay. So the first of this one is equal to n dollar. So obviously this will be is equal to or dollar, is equal to or dollar. And coming to here, this is also L production. Obviously it will be is equal to or dollar. And coming to the R, you can see, so after dot here, so it will be the first of dollar. So the look ahead symbol will be dollar itself. Okay, so just remember we are finding out the S production. So in the above production, after dot S, we have to find out the first of remaining things. And here we have to find the look ahead symbol for L production. So in the above productions, find out the first of after whatever the things we are having, either terminals or non-terminals, after the dot L. And coming to R also, we are going to find out the first of after the dot R, right? It's a dollar. So this will be the I naught. This will be the I naught. State I naught. Okay. So I'll use an yellow color. This is a I naught. Now from I naught we have to expand everything until the dot reaches to the end of the right hand side production. That means we are parsing each and every production from starting itself to the end. So now we can go with yes, I naught with yes, first yes, I naught with yes. Okay, so for this we can write it as go to go to I naught with yes. Okay, so let us take this one. At the bottom we'll write the states. At the bottom we'll write the states. Yes, so yes, so this is a I naught, state I naught. Okay, in order to avoid the confusion, I am just giving all these uh, borders and everything. Okay, see, so this is the augmented. Right. Now go to I naught with yes. What happens? Yes dash tends to yes dot, sorry, yes dot, comma, look at symbol dollar. So you can check whether there is any other items with s dash. Okay, with yes on the right hand side. Okay, you can check for yes on the right hand side on every production. So there is no production with dot yes. So this ends. So this will be I1, the state I1. Okay, state I1, and this will be go to, and this will be state. So yellow represents the states. Okay, yellow represents the states. Now the second one, next, go to I naught with L. So you can check with these productions. The next one is dot L. Now we can move this one. S tends to L dot is equal to R, and the lookahead symbol is dollar. Okay, and also you can check whether there is any other production with L. Yes, we are having. That is the last one. So give here R tends to L dot comma dollar. Okay, so we have to check whether any production is having L on its right hand side, immediate to the dot, immediate to the dot. That's important. So we are having these two things. Okay, now any other productions with a L after dot other than S tends to dot L is equal to R and R tends to dot L? No. So we can stop here, and it will be the I2 because no other, I mean, it's a new state. It's a new state. Okay, and this will be the green color. Go to. And next one, go to I naught on R. You can check. So here I naught with yes, I naught with L, I naught with R, I naught with star, and I naught with ID. Okay, we have to check all those things. And I naught with R, check whether any production is having R on the right hand side immediately after the dot. So we are having only one. So go with S tends to R dot, comma, look at symbol dollar. So any other production with R on right hand side after immediate dot? No. So this will be I3, state 3, because this is a new state. Okay, we have to check whether this production is already parsed or not. So far that was not parsed. This is a new thing. So this will be the new state. This will be the new state, and the states are represented with the yellow color. Okay, so go to I naught yes, I naught L, I naught R, and then the next one, go to I naught with star, terminal, terminals. So coming to the terminals, oh, sorry. So coming to the terminals, you can check I naught with star. There is only one production where the star is on the right hand side, that too immediate after dot. So expand this one. Star L tends to star dot R, comma, is equal to or dollar as a lookahead. L tends to star dot R. So here you can see now the dot immediately after dot r dot there is a non-terminal. If there is a non-terminal, immediately we have to write all those productions here. So dot r, we need to write the that productions here. R tends to dot l, so we need to go with r tends to dot l, comma, and give the same look ahead. Okay, is equal to or dollar. So you did not focus on this particular look ahead, you just focus on this particular look ahead. Okay, because so if you are writing the r, you have to check the look ahead symbol. I mean, you have to find out the first of this one. So we'll get a is equal to and dollar. Okay, so any other yes, again this production is having dot l, so we need to write all the productions of l. So from this grammar, what are the productions? L tends to dot star or, comma, is equal to or dollar. And again one more production for l tends to dot id, comma, is equal to or dollar. So we are having a 4 productions here. So is there any other we can expand? So no, here there is a dot after star, so it is a terminal, we need not expand here. Dot id is also a terminal, we can't we need not expand. If there is a non-terminal after dot, we have to write all those productions of that non-terminal. So in all these states, now up to now we have calculated some 4 states: I0, I1, I2, I3. Among these, is this matches with any one of the state? No. So that's why it will be a new state, I4. We can consider it as a I4. So I'll give yellow color. The states will be represented in an yellow color, and this go-to represents with a green color. Yes. Now there is a one more thing, that is a I0 to ID. Star is completed. Now we have to write go to I0 to ID. Okay, just remember after dot, whatever the thing, either terminals or non-terminals, we have to expand. So here S, L, R, star, ID, and L already we have given, so that one. So that's why we are expanding. So go to S, I0 to L, I0 to R, I0 to star, and now I0 to ID. So if it is I0 to ID, just move here. L tends to ID dot and the lookahead symbol is equal to or dollar. So you can check whether this particular production has been generated in any one of the state. No. So obviously this will be the new state, that is a I5. That is a new state, it will be I5. So I'll place yellow color, and for this I'll place the green color. Now we have parsed the I0. We have parsed the I0. Okay. Now we have to go with the I mean another state. Okay, another level. So for simplification, I'll move this one to here, and this one to here, so that it will be easy for visibility. Okay, so for that purpose I am just moving on the row side instead of sorry, column wise instead of row wise. So I'll move here. The first one is all the I0. First one is all referred to I0. Yes. So I'll give all the borders. So just for presentation, I'm doing all these things in order to avoid the confusion. So you'll be getting some sort of clarity. Okay, and I'm leaving one column. Yes. So coming to the next one. So that means we have to expand each and every stage. So coming to I1. Coming to I1. So coming to I1, now we have to expand I1. So I1 cannot be expanded. I1 can't be expanded. So because so already dot has been sent to the end of the production. See, if you observe, the production is S dash tends to S. So the dot has been moved to end of this production. So we can't uh, expand this one further. So that will be the final state. Okay. And coming to the second one, I not, that means second state. So here the second production R tends to L dot. So this is also end production. So we can't expand this production. So we need to expand the first one, that is S tends to L dot is equal to R dollar. So in this step, we have to move dot towards the right hand side until it reaches to the end. So now you can go to I2 comma is equal to, go to I2 comma is equal to. Now what happens? S tends to L is equal to dot R. So dot has been moved to right hand side with a look ahead dollar. And now you can observe after dot we are having a non-terminal. If it is a terminal, we can leave it. If it is a non-terminal, we have to write all the productions of that particular non-terminal. What are the non-terminal productions? R tends to dot L comma dollar. Again you can observe, again we are having a non-terminal, so with I mean dot no, after dot. So we have to write down all the L productions. L tends to dot star R comma, it's a dollar. And similarly one more production is there for L. L tends to dot ID comma dollar. Okay. So is there any expansion is required? No. So in both the productions after dot we are having only terminals. So we need not expand this one. And check whether this has been created in any one of the state here. Any one of the state. So no. So here you are having another. So there is no other state, we have defined this one. So this will be the new state, that is I6. I6. So this will be, I'll giving the green color and this will be the yellow color. Next, what we have to do again, yes, so from I2 we are expanding this one, right? From I2, is there any expansions? No expansions. From I2 we are not taking any expansions. Coming to the I3, so I3, is there any expansion for I3? No, because dot has been reached to the end of the right hand side production, so we need not expand this I3. Coming to the I4, yes. So for the first production we can expand because after star we are having dot and after dot we are having R. So now the dot is not at the end of the right hand side production. So dot can be moved. So here we can write go to I4 comma R, capital R. So what happens? L tends to star R dot comma is equal to or dollar, is equal to or dollar, right? So yes, then is there any other productions we can expand here? No. So we can leave it and this will be I7 because it was not created anywhere so far. So it will be I7. Okay. Now I7. Again I4 on L. We have to present I4 on L. So go to I4 on L. So we are expanding the state 4, right? So we are expanding the state 4. first production we have expanded, and now we are going with the I4 on L. So R tends to L dot, and look ahead is equal to R dollar. And here again you can see the dot has been reached to the end of the production, so we can't expand anymore. So check whether it has been created anywhere else. So S dot L dot, R tends to L dot, but you can observe the look ahead symbol is different. Here is equal to or dollar, and here is dollar. So it will be the new state I8. Okay, so this will be this color, and I'll give it as a yellow color, right? Now again there is a third production which tends to star. So go to I4 on star. I4 on star. If it is I4 on star, expand this one. L tends to star dot R, and look ahead symbol is equal to R dollar. Okay, now you can observe after dot we are having a non-terminal. So what we have to do? So we have to write all the non-terminal productions. So R tends to dot L comma is equal to or dollar. So we have to repeat the same look ahead symbol. And again we are having a non-terminal after dot. So we have to write down all the dot productions. Okay, so dot L tends to dot star R comma is equal to or dollar. And again L is having one more production. L tends to dot ID comma is equal to or dollar. Okay, now you can observe, check whether it has been created anywhere else or not. So now you can check, see L is equal, L tends to star dot R. No, yes. Star dot R is equal to or dollar. R tends to dot L is equal to dollar. L tends to dot star R is equal to dollar. L tends to dot ID is equal to dollar. So the same thing has been repeated here. So you need not go with the new state. So it will be the same state. So the same I4. Okay. So give the number I4 here. So I'll give here a color green for representing the go to, and I4. It's not a new state. So I'll go with the one more state which is somewhat different. Okay. So same state. So some red color. This is a not new state. Now we have done with the go to I4 with a star. Now we have to go with the I4 with the ID. I4 with the ID. So let us check. Go to I4 with ID. So what we have to do? I4 with ID. So L tends to ID dot is equal to or dollar. So after here dot comes to the end of the production. So what we have to do? So we have to check whether it has been generated anywhere else or not. So check out with this one. L tends to ID dot. L tends to ID dot. Yes, here L tends to ID dot. But look, check with the look ahead whether both are equal or not. Here is equal to a dollar, is equal to dollar. Yes. So both are same. So what we have to do, if both are same, we need not go with the new state. It will be I5 because it is a I5. So it was generated at I5. So just write down the I5 here also. So I'll give here a red mark because it was not generated new. It was not a new state. It was a already generated state. So up to here we have completed this I4. Now we expand I5. Expand I5. So I5, whether we have to expand I5, so no, because I5 is the end state because the dot is at end of the production. End of the production. Now what we have to do? So we have to expand I6. So check whether we can expand or not. Yes, we have to expand because here we are having after dot R L star ID. So repeat the same process here. So go to I6. So I'll write here I6. Yes. Go to I6 on R. I6 on R. Sorry. I6 on R. Now what are the productions? Now you see, this is the I6. S tends to L is equal to R dot comma dollar. Whether it can be expanded further? No, because here the dot comes at the end of the production. Excuse me. So let us check whether there are any other productions with R. No. So just we can stop. And now we have to check whether it has been constructed anywhere else. L is equal to R dot. L is equal to R dot. So no. So it will be a new state which is I8 after I9. This is I9. And this will be of yellow color because the state's number, and this will be of green color. Now next there is a one more thing here, dot L. For L also it is there. So go to I6 comma L. I6 comma L. So here also R tends to L dot. R tends to L dot with a lookahead symbol dollar. Okay, and this is also end state because the dot came to the end of the production. So now check whether there is a this production has been done or not. Yes, so here it is. But along with this there is a one more production, so we need not write it here as I2, because if you write it as I2, state 2 is having two productions, but here we are having only one production. So we need to check with any other else. See, here we are having R tends to L dot, R tends to L dot, yes. But the lookahead symbol is different. Lookahead symbol is different. So this will be the new state. So here also that is no. So this will be the new state, which is I10. Which is a I10. Right? So hope you are understanding. And next, star. Star is there. So go to I6 on star. I6 on star. So just go with move the symbol. L tends to star dot R comma dollar, and after dot we are having the R non-terminal. Write down the productions of all the non-terminal R. So R tends to, here we are having this one state 0 dot L comma, it's a dollar, and again sorry, here it is dot. Again after dot we are having a non-terminal, right? So write down the productions of all that L tends to, so dot star R comma dollar, and again L tends to ID comma dollar. Okay, so sorry, dot ID, it is a dot ID, right? Now check whether it has been already created or not. So you can check, yes, here it is star dot R star L star dot star R dot ID. So both are equal, but lookahead symbol is different. You can check lookahead symbol is different, and also you can check here, this is also same, but lookahead symbol is different. And yes, there is nothing, so we have to create a one more state, which is I11. This is I11. After I10 it is I11. So I'll give it as yellow color the state number, and this will be the green color code. And then whether I6 has been completed? No, there is one more production with ID. So go to I6 with ID. So what happens? L tends to I comma dollar, ID $10. Now check whether so because this is the end state, because dot has been reached to the end of the right hand side production. Now check whether it has been generated or not. id dot, L tends to id dot, here it is, but the lookahead symbol is different. And one more here also it is, but lookahead symbol is different. Is there any other? No, there is nothing. So this will be the new state, I12. So we have to repeat everything until all the productions, all the states has been expanded. Okay, so completed. I6 is completed now. So move on with I7. I7 is having only one production, that is also end state. I8, it's also end state. I9, it's also end state. I10, end state. Now I11, we are having a lot of productions. We have to expand I11 also. So I11 can be expanded. I11 with the R, I11 with the L, I11 with the star, I11 with the ID. Now start expanding, go to I11 with R. What is the production here we have to use? So L tends to star R dot and dollar. L tends to R star R dot dollar. So here dot comes at the end of the production. So we have to stop here. Now check whether it has been created earlier or not. Whether it has been created earlier or not. Okay. So check out here. Anything? Yes. So here L tends to star R dot. L tends to star dot R. But here it is lookahead is different. Okay, lookahead is different. So we should not move on with that. So it will be the new state, which is a I. After 12 it is a 13. After 12 it will be the 13. So that is a state. So I'll give the color yellow, and here for this go to, I'll give you the color as a green. And now I11, we are expanding I11. So this is I11. Now it will be R. Go to I11 with R. L, sorry, R has been completed. Now L. Now you can check LR tends to L dot comma lookahead symbol dollar. Lookahead symbol dollar. So here also you can check it has the dot has been came to the end of the production, so it can't be further expanded. Now we have to check whether it has been expanded or not, I mean already created or not. So here it is there, but along with this one more production is here, so we can't give this state as I2, and we'll check somewhere else. It has been R tends to L dot, R tends to L dot, but look at symbol is different, and here it is R tends to L dot dollar, R tends to L dot dollar. Yes, so it will be I10. We should not give it as a new state. We should not give it as a new state. So it will be I10. And now check whether it was completed. I11. No. Go to I11 to star. One more. Go to I11 to star. So again, I11 to star means L tends to. So what happens here? Star dot R, comma dollar. Now you can check after dot we are having a non-terminal, so we have to write all the productions of that non-terminal. R tends to dot L, and with a lookahead symbol dollar. Again we are having a non-terminal after dot. We have to write down all the productions of L. So L tends to dot star R comma lookahead symbol dollar. And again we are having one more L, which is a dot ID with the lookahead symbol, the same a dollar. Okay, so it has been completed. Now we have to check whether it has been created earlier or not. So you can check here itself, it is star dot R dollar dot L dollar. So it is I11 itself. Okay, so that's a self loop, right? So just give here I11. Give here I11. So I'm changing the colors. So I'll give some yellow color. So it will be a colorful document, right? Yeah. Now check whether it has been completed. I11 with R, I11 with L, I11 with a star, and once again I11 with ID. There is a one more thing. Go to I11 with ID. I11 with ID. So what we have to do? Again, we have to check out L tends to ID dot. ID dot, comma, it's a dollar. Okay. So what happened? Here also same. L tends to ID dot dollar. So it is also I12. So it was new, not a new state. So we have to give some red color because it was repeated. So this is also red color. It also repeated. And here it is green. Right? So I11 completed. Now go with the I12. It's an end state. It can't be expanded. Go to the I13. It's also end state. It can't be expanded. So after the last state is a I13 itself, right? Now we can stop finding out these canonical list items. So these are all called as a LR1 items. LR1 items means LR0 along with the lookahead. So for every production we are giving the lookaheads, right? So this is our second step. So first we have calculated all the augmented grammar for the given grammar, and then we are finding out the complete canonical items. So all these comes with the canonical items, list one items. Okay. Now what we have to do? We have to construct the parsing table, or we have to give the numbering for the grammar, the own grammar, right? So numbering for the grammar, I'll give here numbering the productions, numbering the productions. So these are the productions we had. So I'll give the numbering for these productions. The production number, I'll merge this one. Yes, wrap text. Yes. Yes. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is the numbering we have given. Numbering of productions. Okay. So I'll give some other color for this numbering of productions, and see for this also I'll give the same color because these are the different steps. And the next one we have to calculate the parsing table with the help of these canonical list items and the numbering of productions. We have to calculate the parsing table. So coming to the parsing table, so first we have to write down all the terminals and the non-terminals. Okay, here I'll write all the terminals and non-terminals. So what are the terminals now? It is a ID star, and then is equal to, and also we have to go with the dollar, and then the non-terminals S, L, and R. So these four comes under action, and these three comes under go to. So here we need to mention the state where we have to go. Go to. And this completely we call it as a parsing table. Right? So here we need to give the states 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So total 13 states we have calculated. So this is the parsing table. I'll give here and this one. Yes, state. So this is a blue color, and these are the states. So I'll go with some other color. We'll give some other color. and states with yellow, because already we have generated some yellow color, so I'll go with this yellow color. Right, now, so we have to fill this parsing table. Okay, now here remember 0 means I naught, state number, 0 on ID, 0 on star, 0 on is equal to, 0 on dollar. If it is an action, we have to mention it with a shift, that means yes, with state number. And if it is a terminals, we have to represent only the state number. Now coming here, yeah, so I naught on ID, I naught on yes. So let us take from here. I naught on yes. I naught on yes. It goes to I1. Yes is a terminal. No, sorry, non-terminal. So here we have to write it as a 1. Okay. Then next I naught on L. I naught on L. So here I naught on L. It moves to I2. So here it is a non-terminal. We have to give only number 2. I naught on 3R. I naught on R. It is a I3. So here we give only 3. Just a second. So yes, I'll give a format painter because I'll apply for this particular table. Okay, now I naught on star, it is I4. I naught on star, it is I4. So here we have to write it as S4 because it is a terminal. I naught on ID, it is 5. So I'll go with the S5. And I naught, yes, that ends. I naught on, yes, I naught with all we have created. Okay, now go with the I1. I1 on, where is that I1 on? So I1 with, there is no expansion for I1, right? So I1 itself is the end state and this is a start symbol. So on dollar, you can see the dollar, look ahead symbol dollar. So 1 on dollar, it will be the accept. It will be the accept stage. Okay, so that will be the accept stage. I'll go with one more color. This is a accept stage. Now coming to the next I2. What's the I2? Go with the I2. Yes, I2 is expanded. I2 is equal to, I2 on is equal to, I2 on is equal to, it goes to I6. Is equal to is nothing but a terminal. So I2 on is equal to, it is S6. Okay, I2 on is equal to is S6, and also you can check I2. Okay, it is having the end state here. See, L tends to L dot. Sorry, R tends to L dot. That means a end state. So now what we have to do is check the number of for this particular production. So S tends to, I mean R tends to L. R tends to L is a 5. So what is a look at symbol dollar? For particular dollar, I2 on dollar, go with the R5. R5 reduce. Okay, if it is an end state, we have to give it as a reduce and state number. Hope you understood. I2 is having the end symbol. Okay, I2 is having the end symbol and further expansion. One is I2 on is equal to 6. We are giving S6 and also end symbol. So if it is an end symbol, look ahead symbol, go with the look ahead symbol. So we have to fill the column of I2 on dollar and give the production. Whatever the number given to this production, reduce with that particular production number. So R tends to L is a 5, production number 5. So it will be R5. Right? Now, good. So state 3. So state 3 is again, it is a end state because here in this production you can observe dot is at the end of the right hand side of the production. So what we have to do? So we have to reduce. So check with the look ahead symbol, which is a dollar. We have to fill a 3 with a dollar here, 3 on dollar, and go to the production number. What is the production number? S tends to R. It is a 2. So here we have to fill with R2. Okay. Next, go with the I4. I4. So coming to the I4, there are a lot of productions and we have expanded that. So check out with that. I4 with a capital R, it goes to I7. So as we have discussed it just now, so if it is a non-terminal, we have to state only the state number. I4 on R, it will be 7. And I4 on L, it is 8. I4 on L, it is 8. And I4 on star, it goes to 4 itself, and it is a terminal, so we have to write I4 on star, it is S4. And again I4 on ID, it is 5. I4 on ID, it is S5. Now go with the fifth state, and it is an again end state. That means that the production has been ended because the dot is at the end of the right hand side production. So this can't be expanded. So now what we have to do, we have to check with the lookahead symbol. So lookahead symbols are is equal to n dollar. So we have to fill these two columns is equal to n dollar. What we have to fill? So just find out the production number here. L tends to ID. It's a 4, and we have to fill here with R4. R4. Right now, go with the 6. I6. So where is the I6? Yes, here it is the I6. And I6 is also having a lot of production. So we have expanded I6. So this is the I6 expansions. So I6 on capital R, it is 9. I6 on capital R, it is a 9. And I6 on capital L, it is 10. So these are all non-terminals. We have to write only the production number. Okay, state number. And I6 on star, it is I11. I6 on star, it is I11. So it's a terminal. We have to give S11. I6 on ID, it is 12. It is S12. S11 and S12. And coming to the seventh seventh state. So where is a 7? Yes, here it is a 7. So coming to the 7, again it is a last end state because dot is at the end of the right hand side production. Now check with the lookahead symbol is equal to dollar. So we have to fill 7 on is equal to n dollar. 7 on is equal to n dollar. So what we have to fill? We have to find out the number of the production number. L tends to star R. It's a 3. So we have to fill R3 amount is equal to n dollar R3. And coming to the 8. So where is the 8? And 8 is also end because dot is at the end of the right hand side production. So check with the is equal to dollar. So we have to fill these two things on I8 state. So what check with the production number R tends to L. R tends to L is 5. So it will be R5 and R5. Right. Next 9. 9 is also end because dot is at the end of the production, right hand side of the production. So we have to check the lookahead symbol and we have to fill out the dollar 9 on dollar because dollar is the lookahead symbol, and check out the production number. L is equal to R, which is 1, and it is R1. It's a R1. And coming to the 10, this is also end. So because L dot, that means dot at the end of the right hand side production. Check with the lookahead symbol, it is a dollar. So we have to fill 10 on dollar. Check out the production number at R tends to L, it's a 5 R5. We have to fill with the R5. Next, coming to the 11. So 11 is having a more than one production, so we have expanded this one. So these are all the expansions. L1, I11 on R, capital R, it is 13. I11 on capital R, it is 13. We have to give only the production, the state number. And then I11 on L, it is 10. I11 on L, it is 10. So here we have to give 10. And I11 on star, this is a terminal. So we have to give S11. So self. So star, it is S11. And on ID, it is 12. So it is S12. And coming to the 12, it is again the last one, the end state, because dot is at the end of the right hand side of the production. So we have to check out the lookahead symbol. Lookahead symbol is dollar. So we have to fill 12 on dollar. So what we have to fill? We have to check out with the production number of L tends to ID. It is 4. It is R4. And coming to the 13, again the 13 is also end state because dot is at the end of the right hand side production. So we have to check with the lookahead symbol dollar. So we have to fill this 13 on dollar. So find out the production number. L tends to star R, which is 3, it is R3. So in this way we have to fill the parsing table. So now the parsing table has been completed. Now what we have to do, so the next step is we have to find out we have to construct the we have to parse the input string. We have to parse the input string. How we can parse? The first one we have to take its stack and the input string, and finally the actions to be taken. Okay, so I'll expand this one. I'll expand the input string and the actions. So for that it requires only the parsing table. We can go with this parsing table. So here I'll merge and I'll write input string. So parsing of input string. Parsing of input string. So which is id is equal to id. Okay, now I'll so I'll merge this one, and initially the stack is initially the stack will be filled with a dollar and the input string id, and I'll write equal to id. So instead of symbol I'm writing equal to. Okay, don't confuse. And at the end of the string we have to include a dollar. Okay, and actions. So coming to this one, initially the top of the stack start with the 0. Now check out 0 upon id. So 0 is a state number and id is the input string. So from the parsing table, check out the 0 upon id. So whether it is having the actions or it is having some reduce. So 0 upon id, it is S5. So the action here is shift S5. So we have to shift the symbol from input string to stack and write down the state number 5. So the stack now will be $0 id and 5. So we have shifted id to the stack, and here it is a S5. I am writing the symbol 5 because there is a we are having this shift and reduce operations based upon the states and terminal and non-terminal. So we have shifted id and giving the state number, and the remaining stack is input string is equal to id and dollar. Now it is 5 with equal to. So 5 with equal to, it's a R4, that means reduce. So what we have to do, reduce with production 4. What's a production 4? What's a production 4? L tends to id. L tends to id. So with this production we have to change. With this production we have to change it. So what it would be changed? $0 id can be replaced with L. But now you can see the top of the stack is a non-terminal, and we can't able to access the non-terminal with a terminal in the parsing table. So compulsory we have to map the state with a terminal or non-terminal. That should be a state number. So here, if in this case, what we have to do, so go with the previous top of the stack and fill with the appropriate state number. So 0 upon L. So 0 upon L, it is 2. Now it will be 2. What's the remaining stack? So equal to id $. And now compare 2 with equal to. 2 upon equal to. Shift 6. Shift with 6. So what we have to do? So $0 L 2 and shift equal and 6. And what is the remaining here? id and $. Now 6 upon id. 6 upon id is S12. Again shift S12. So what we have to do? So again $0 L 2 equal to 6 and again shift id 12. and what's the remaining? Dollar itself. So now compare with the 12 with the dollar. 12 with the dollar, it's a R4. R4. 12 with the dollar is R4. So reduce with the production 4. So what is here? Dollar 0 L 2 equal to 6 and L. Okay, L. And here there is no number. What we have to do? So we have to go with the previous top. That means that 6 upon L. 6 upon L, it is 10. So give the number, it is at 10. Now the remaining input string is dollar. And now check with the 10 with the dollar. So 10 upon dollar, it is a R5. R5. So reduce with production 5. What's a 5/5 production? R tends to L. So L can be replaced with the R. So dollar 0 L 2 equal to 6 and R. So L10 is replaced with the R. L is replaced with the R. Now again we are not having the top of the stack as a state number. So what we have to do, move on with the previous top of the stack. 6 upon R. 6 upon R, it is a 9. 6 upon R, it is a 9. And again it is a dollar. Now what is a 9 upon dollar? 9 with a dollar. R1. So reduce with production 1. So what is the production 1? S tends to L is equal to R. L is equal to R. So you can replace this dollar 0 and this L2 equal to 6 R N 9. So that completely replaced with a yes. And here it is a dollar and now yes. So there is no number, state number. So move on with the previous top 0 upon yes, it is 1. So I'll take it as 1 and the remaining input string is dollar. Now check 1 upon dollar. So 1 upon dollar is an accept. So it has been accepted. So that means the given input string ID is equal to ID has been parsed successfully by using these productions, using CLR parsers. See, all are dependent. So this parsing table comes with help of this numbering of productions as well as these LR1 items, right? And with the help of parsing table, we are parsing the input string. Okay, yes. So the last step is only left over. What's the last step? If the input is successfully parsed, then the last step is generation of a parse tree. So we have to generate the parse tree using a bottom up. So for that we'll see. So this is the input string we have parsed just right now, and coming to the parse tree. Let us construct the parse tree here. So start. So as it is a bottom up, okay, this is a bottom up and parse tree. So what we have to do? So we have to start from bottom. What's the bottom? It is yes. So from yes, it was divided as L equal to R. So equal to means this one. So this is a terminal. It can't be expanded. Now L can be expanded. So R can be expanded to L. So R is again expanded to L. And now L is expanded to ID. So L is expanded to ID. So this is a terminal. It can't be expanded. And again, this L is expanded to ID. So this L is expanded to ID. This is also a terminal which can't be expanded. Now you can check in this parse tree, all the leaf nodes are terminals. So you can write all the leaf nodes from this left to right. So we can go with the ID equal to ID, which is our input string. So this is the bottom up parsing technique. So we have constructed, we have parsed the input, and then based upon the bottom up, we are constructing this parse tree. So this is a parse tree. Okay. So what we have done, so just recall the steps once again. So first we have created the augmented grammar by taking a additional production which points towards the starting symbol. And the second, we are calculating the LR1 items, which is with the help of LR0 plus Lookahead symbol. And the next one is a number of productions, numbering the productions. And then construction of parsing table with the help of these LR1 canonical items and the production numbers. And then we are parsing the input string. We are considering one input string, and we are trying to parsing the input string with the help of parsing table. With the help of parsing table. And finally, we are constructing the parsing tree once the input string has been parsed successfully. So this is what we have done here. So we have taken this example. So we have taken this input string, and finally we have constructed the parse tree for the given input string, right? So hope you understood this one. And if you are having any queries regarding this process, and if you felt any difficulty regarding this one, feel free to post your doubts in the comment section or ping me in my WhatsApp number. Definitely I'll try to clarify all your doubts. And if you really enjoyed my session, like my session, share my session with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. Thank you very much.